Sorry, my.
Hello, everyone. You guys catch us chit-chatting every single time we go live. Hello, and welcome to the Tuesday Unlocked live stream. If you do not know me yet, my name is Jessie Lang, and I teach people to buy and manage long-term rentals on autopilot. The goal is to buy 1 to 3 per month, and that is what a lot of our students are doing. So my guest with me today, my little sidekick here, is Lizzie Ross, our student success manager. If you want to say
I don't know that I can be called a guest anymore.
Yeah, that's true. She's the sidekick at this point.
Yeah.
Or co-host.
Robin to her Batwoman.
Yeah, we'll go with it. Today we are talking about a much requested topic. We are talking about how I use AI, artificial intelligence, in my business. And it's not just the rentals. I know we talk a lot about rentals here, but also acquisitions and deal analysis and all sorts of stuff. So we are going to give you a ton of really great ways that you can use AI in your own real estate business. We are also, for those who stay around, we are going to give you my exact prompt list. This is what I have my chat GPT trained on. My chat knows that when I ask for X, Y, and Z in a certain chat, it knows exactly what to do because I've trained it with these prompts. So we are going to give those away to all of you guys here. You just got to let us know that you want it. So we will tell you how to do that a little bit later in the podcast. So let's hop into it.
Get into it. Why AI, Jessie? It's like literally everywhere. So I guess like, why do we want to use AI?
Yeah. So AI, you hear a lot, oh my gosh, I'm going to get my job replaced. I'm going to lose my job. AI is taking over everything. That is not true. AI is here to handle a lot of the boring stuff and save you time, but it's not going to replace the element of like human effort. So, if you are thinking you can come and fire your whole team, you cannot, but you can give your team a lot of these prompts as well, and it'll help speed up their time. So it's everywhere because it's awesome. It's incredible. AI is like truly changed my life.
Yeah. Cool.
So one thing, I kind of want to highlight, like, again, why we care. And it's that so many of these tasks in real estate and really anywhere, they're repeatable. They're systematized. They're right now, before AI, very manual, right? You're writing listing descriptions over and over. You're answering the same questions over and over. We don't have to do a lot of that stuff anymore. And so I just want to show you, this is going to be kind of a short and sweet one. I want to show you exactly how we use it.
Perfect. We love it.
Cool. Love it. I do have to say, before we get started, there's a disclaimer here. And this disclaimer was written by ChatGPT. AI-generated content is provided for informational and educational purposes only. While every effort is made to ensure accuracy and usefulness, artificial intelligence tools may produce errors. Not just may, they will produce errors, omissions, and outdated information. Always verify critical details independently and consult qualified professionals such as licensed real estate agents, attorneys, and financial advisors before making investments or business decisions. Okay. So I don't want anyone to say, hey, Jessie gave me all these prompts and I bought a bunch of bad deals. That you can't get away with that. Okay. This is designed to get you 80% of the way there. 80% of the work can be done, but you still have to put that human touch and that human element on at the end.
1,000%.
Cool. Okay. So the first way that I like to use AI is to help me with deal analysis. Like, truly, we have a calculator. I know my buy box very closely. I buy the same thing over and over, but it is a manual process to sometimes sit down, plug in the numbers, look at the analysis, look at the outcomes, figure out if it's a good deal, figure out if it's a good deal or not. So we have a prompt where we've trained our AI to look at all this information for us. And, they'll take the address, the suggested purchase price, taxes, rent, rehab estimate. You plug it all in and, it's going to let you know a good ARV, your cash on cash return, return on investment. Those are, similar. and whether it meets your buy box. So you can do this kind of by pairing ChatGPT with Google Sheets. We started doing some MLS exports that our agent can send over. They can send over like everything active that has been available or that's been on the market for 90 plus days and within my targeted zip codes. And then I can upload that and say, hey, which of these would make a good BRRRR deal? Which of these would make a good flip?
So I'm curious, like you said, it like can tell you even if it's in your buy box. Like, are you training AI, or I know you specifically use ChatGPT? Are you training your ChatGPT to like, these are the properties that I buy, this is my buy box? Like, what are you doing to even get it to know that information?
Yeah, so we have that specific chat trained. I've uploaded we have a buy box worksheet that we give students. And it's like part of the initial part of the program. You got to figure out what you're buying. And then we can upload that. I can also, because I have a portfolio, upload my schedule of real estate. And I have that all tracked in my data management system. So, what I bought, size, square footage, location, all that, I can upload that and say, hey, this is what I buy. Do any of these properties on the MLS match this criteria?
Smart.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is some of these, I'll be honest, they're kind of newer that I'm playing around with. And so they're not like perfectly trained yet. And this is kind of on the newer side, but it is cut down. I mean, I spend an hour every morning looking at any new deals that hit the market or came across my inbox. And that's cut down to 15, 20 minutes.
Love it.
Yeah.
We'd love a good time. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, where we cut out time waste. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, so that is deal analysis. Then we use AI for lead qualification. And this is, depending on how you do your marketing. So you can send out mailers, you can text or cold call, although that's illegal, so don't do that anymore. But that's how I used to back in the day.
You're saying lead qualification on the deal side, not on the like management side.
Correct. Yeah. So this is getting like deals in the door. We're still looking at deals. Cool. And so a lot of these, different CRMs coming up, there's Go High Level, Simply has some AI automated into it. They are going to actually be able to have a conversation with a seller on your behalf, which is crazy. Now, I'd say the voice bots aren't there quite yet, but the text bots are pretty dang good, where a lead can come in at 10 p.m. and your bot can handle that lead qualification.
Love that.
It can find out motivation, urgency, ballpark condition, condition of property, ballpark price. These are all things that we're looking for in our sales script. And it can determine if that lead is worth pursuing, right? Now, there is no replacement for the human touch, and the bots, they're good, but they're not great. So this isn't like a foolproof, but if you want what we call speed to lead, to be the first person, because if someone's going around and they're filling out SEO, they're filling out forms on websites, right? They're like going to go down 10 cash buyers. They're going to fill out all of them. The first person to contact them is most likely to get the deal. I don't know the exact stat, but the stat goes up like infinitely if you can contact them in the first like 5 minutes.
But
so if you're
tell you that stat.
No, I know that one. So if your bot can handle that first touch point and some of that early lead qualification and can give you time to get on the phone, like that is going to be killer. And it's really going to improve your close rate. So lead qualification through some of these like CRM bots is a game changer.
Well, and just nobody has the time to like, I don't want to do that while I have 2 kids running around and doing that. So having that, love that.
Yeah. I mean, you are going to eventually have to get on the phone. That is like, this is a human business, but if the bot can get you on the list first, you have a really good shot at closing that deal.
And then I can do it more when it's convenient for me rather than like having to be on my phone immediately. You know what I mean?
24 hours a day. Yeah, exactly right. Okay. And then we have number 3. This is probably the one that most of you started your AI journey in real estate with, and that is the property description generator. Like, this was the earliest thing that I remember just jaw dropped. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this program will write my property descriptions for me, because it's boring, it's repetitive, but also like you have to have some creativity and some like flourish, you have to like make it sound good. And sometimes if you're like very analytical, that can be hard to do. And so chat, just so y'all know, Chat GPT, we just nickname it Chat. So
she's our bestie.
Yeah, she's our bestie. So just Chat can do it for you, literally do it for you. Now you, again, maybe need to make some tweaks, and we're going to go over some examples, and this is one that we'll do. So I'll show you exactly how I use it. But you can have it write longer descriptions, shorter descriptions, quick marketing descriptions. You can have it do pretty much anything you need, and you can upload photos, and it can analyze the photos and write the description based on that. It can use your own brand's voice, right? If you're a little bit like sassier or you're a little bit drier, you can train Chat on your voice.
Yeah, we've done a good job of that, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. Hey everyone. Oh, I just missed all the comments. Hi, Maurice. Hi, Jen. Hi, Eve. Good to see everyone. So yeah, if y'all have any questions in the comments, please just let us know. Even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment wherever you're watching, and we can fill in some of this for you. But yeah, so number 4, this one is kind of back to deal analysis. So we look at comparables and valuation summaries. So if you've heard the term ARV, after repair value, this is kind of what we're talking about. And when you're underwriting a deal, there's a lot of numbers that matter, but there's really 3 main numbers. There's your purchase price, your rehab estimate, and then your after repair value, ARV. So ARV, like running comps, we say is an art and a science. I could do a whole live stream on running comps. We should do that.
Maybe we will.
Yeah, maybe we will. And so running comps is art and science, and Chat has been really, really helpful in figuring out, I can upload what I think are the comparables, and it will tell me based on all of this information what they estimate the after repair value to be. Now, AI is a first draft. It is not a final answer. Your real estate agent is also a fantastic resource for this. This isn't something, though, that you want to bug your real estate agent for every single deal you look at, because they're probably going to stop answering your calls eventually. But this will get you a really good starting point on, hey, is this a deal worth my time? Then send it to your real estate agent. Say, hey, I think ARV is $200,000 based on these comparables. What do you think? And they can run a CMA. It's like a market analysis, and they can help you narrow down even further. So again, not the end all be all, but it's going to help you kind of save that relationship with your agent, so you're not asking them for comps all the time. And that's just with Chat specifically, but there are other programs such as PropStream that actually will have like automated property valuations, similar to his estimate, but it takes a whole lot more factors into account. And we all know not to trust his estimate. And so we also know not to fully trust the AI, they call like it basically tells you what they think the property is. What?
Is this PropStream's AI you're talking about?
PropStream's built-in AI. Yeah. And so they will tell you what they think the property's worth. Again, grain of salt, but it's designed to get you 80% of the way there, and then you can check the work. Perfect. Next, we have documenting and summaries and kind of lease drafting. So once you get your lease set, you're not going to need to change it all the time, but you may have an addendum that you need to write up, or, just any sort of kind of legally binding agreement that, again, not end all be all. Your attorney should be the last one to review this, but you can get a really good starting point on, your leases or any of those documents. And so you can actually ask Chat to write a auto renew clause for a lease that's expiring, or, tenants responsible for lawn. Like, what is the language that goes around that? This is a really, really good and pretty easy way to get 80% of the way there.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely saves you, because rather than saying, hey, attorney, can you write it for me? who knows how much they're going to charge you for that.
Right.
The hour it takes them to write it, you having something pre-drafted for them to review.
Yeah, we just say, hey, can you redline this? And they will maybe spend 20 minutes on it instead of 2 hours. Saving you money. That's what we're here for. Yeah, save some money. And then we have, this is one of my favorite ones, actually. We have, I ask chat all the time to actually review documents for me. So I have a couple things that I'll always upload. So when I get a HUD statement for a purchase, for a sale, for a refinance, before I close on that statement, not only do I look it over, but I also upload it to chat and I ask, hey, what red flags am I missing? And it will let me know. So we will go over an example together where I upload a scope of work from my contractor and I say, hey, based on the scope of work, what are some red flags you see? What questions do I need to ask? All that. So we'll do that example together.
Perfect.
Same with like lending term comparison. I get this question from students a lot. And it's like, hey, I'm trying to compare these two loans. Which do you think is better? You can upload the numbers of the deal. You can upload the term sheets for both those lenders and get a really good starting point on what questions you should be asking the lenders, what question you should be asking your coach, and all that. So I upload all sorts of documents to chat.
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
We do use Pro, so I don't know if that matters to anybody else, but Jesse and I use the Pro version because
$20 a month. It is worth every penny. And I will say that chat just came out with their own browser. So I haven't played around with that quite yet, but it's something that I want to explore. And instead of just having to upload everything, it can actually read the web page that you're on and like analyze, like, here's your browser, here's all the details, anything you need to know about that page.
It is pretty fun.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. I was using Perplexity for a while, but I was paying for that separately, also $20 a month, which again, like we just talked about how this is going to save me hundreds of dollars. So, but chat now has their own. So I'm going to see that one. Okay, y'all. And then number 7, I know so many people in the room are going to hate this one, but I'm going to tell you anyways, is video and social content creation. I don't care what you do in real estate or how shy you are or how much you think your friends and family don't care what you're doing. You are wrong. They do care what you're doing. And if you don't tell people what you're doing, it's going to be harder to find lenders. It's going to be harder to find deals. I get referrals sent to me because people know I buy real estate. So if you're not telling people what you're doing, you are shooting yourself in the foot. You're kind of throttling your business. Use chat and AI to help you come up with some of this content. And I'm not talking about these long form live streams. I'm not talking about all this. I'm talking about, a 2-minute kind of talking head, selfie style. You've seen it all. They can help you. Chat can help you come up with the ideas, right? Can help you. You have to film it yourself. But then after that, there's software like Opus or Descript, or even some of the, programs now are having AI kind of built in. So you can upload something to Facebook Reels and it will automatically put your subtitles in. So you don't have to do a lot of that. There's so many different software out there where you have an idea, film it, upload it, and you basically have a fully created video that you can go out and post like right away.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy what it can do.
Yeah.
Even something simple, like we've used it to like, just be like, this is the project we are working on or did work on. We'd love to have partners who are private money lenders, and like, it'll do something basic like that.
Yep. Super basic, but you don't even have to necessarily use AI for that if you don't want to, because anything is better than nothing. So I don't want you to think I have to have this whole elaborate video. Anything is better, like get some content out there. But if you did want to take it up a notch, like AI makes it so easy.
So good.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, and this is one that I am just getting started with. So I would like to report back on how it's going, but you can actually use AI as a portfolio and KPI tracking where I can connect my QuickBooks or you basically download it into a Google Sheets, upload it into QuickBooks and ask, which property should I sell?
Have you done that yet?
So I started playing around with it. They were like, all of them, sell all of them. No, I'm just
Sell it all, run away.
It can help you like determine what are your underperforming properties or what are changes in cash flow over time, or kind of like pinpoint just, how your maintenance costs are going. So it could say property X cash flow dropped 12% due to increased repairs. Like AI can figure that out for you. You don't have to be a rocket scientist as long as you have a clean set of books. You can let AI do a lot of it for you.
So I'm curious, in that situation, are you giving it the prompts of like, these are the standards that we have. If it falls below this, I want to offload it from my portfolio? Or are you having chat say, hey, this is the standard. This is kind of when it's a red flag and you should offload it?
So I'm starting to play around with it. And right now we're saying like, what are the outliers?
Got it.
Which properties are performing the worst?
Cool.
Yeah. But if you had that, like, hey, this is my buy box. I have to make $300 a door. It needs to, whatever standards you set, it can tell you which properties are and are not meeting that criteria.
Interesting.
Yeah. And again, remember, disclaimer, mistakes can happen. AI is not perfect. So don't just go sell a bunch of stuff. Obviously like dig in deeper, but it's going to get you 80% of the way there. And so Eve is asking, do we use chat for bookkeeping? We don't. I will say that QuickBooks is building out some more like integrated AI stuff where it's estimating what you think what it thinks a line item would be classified as. So there's some like time savings there, but I haven't found a way to get, God, if I can get a robot to do my books, that'd be amazing. But there is a good amount of human touch on it still.
Cross that right off my job description.
No, Liz, you're still doing the bugs. It doesn't take too long. If you have a huge business, it definitely can take a long time. But once you get your rules set and like AI kind of, in QuickBooks makes those estimated guesses on your behalf, once it understands what you're doing, like you can go pretty quick through it. Yeah.
I love Craig's comment. His ChatGPT knows his name. We should name ours.
We call her Chat. Ours is a girl too. Yeah.
Sorry, Craig.
Yeah. So we should ask Chat what her name should be.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do it. I love that. Craig, great idea. Yeah, we should name her for sure. Okay. So those are the 8 ways that we're using AI in our business right now. I'm going to show you examples of 2 of them that we've kind of talked about. So the first one I want to show you, let me share my screen. So the first one I want to show you is this property list description. And what I actually did here is I copied our prompt that you are going to get when you let us know that you want the prompt sheet. I'll tell you now, in order to get the prompts, text 614-368-7391. Just text prompts over and we'll get this over to you. So I basically just copied and pasted from there. And then I included the Zillow, even if it's off market, even if it's not listed, because I'm trying to get a listing description, you can go ahead and paste it here and it can pull the address, the bed, bath count, all that. And then I told it, create me 3 full versions, a full MLS description, a social media that's going to be kind of shorter and have some hashtags, and then an email blast teaser. And so here's the details, right? Full property description. I won't read the whole thing, but welcome to this charming move-in ready single family home nestled in the heart of Leawood. I would never say nestled in the heart, but it sounds good. So AI was able to do that for me. What?
I hear you say nestled in the heart on a daily basis.
Nestled in the heart. There's some cheesy stuff, like some stuff you just don't want to be so obvious that it was written by chat. That's why we're kind of using that 80% rule. So you can take this and you can like put your words on it a little bit better. But then, it's going to do the same thing here for social media. And then it's going to do the same thing for an email blast. And this took me, I'm not exaggerating you, 10 seconds to copy the prompt and 30 seconds to look up the address online, copy it and paste it here. So we're under 1 minute. 1 minute.
Nuts.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. So this is like an example of a really easy one that I do. And then the next one is a little bit more complicated. So I want to show you a contractor review scope. I uploaded the document. This literally came from my GC. It's itemized. If your GC is not giving you an itemized quote, you should be pushing back on that. So it is itemized. And then I'm asking, find me some items that seem overpriced, anything that's vague and needs clarifications, right? You guys can read this. And then chat gave me a full analysis of any line item that it thought was overpriced. Looks like this is moderate 10 to 15% above typical rehab pricing. I will tell you that this is from a GC, so that makes sense. It makes sense because that's literally the service that you're paying for. And so, again, you have to know your market. You have to know your some of your stuff yourself, but it's going to give you a really good starting point. It's going to list out any vague and ambitious descriptions. So extra dumpsters may be needed. Okay, well, great, cool. I mean, are we talking 10 dumpsters? Are we talking 2? What really could this end up as? Bathroom full renovation. I know what this means because we've done a lot of projects together, but if I didn't, I would get this itemized in like much greater detail. Any missing, possibly overlooked items, anything payment schedule related. And then it kind of gives you an overall assessment. So for the 100th time, this is not the end all be all, but it's going to give you a lot of really good talking points to go back to your GC and get some more clarification, anything you need like that. So this one took me, I don't know, again, under a minute to drag over my scope of work and then paste the prompt and we're good to go.
Perfect.
Cool.
Favor.
Okay, y'all. So that's it. Those are our secrets. Before we go though, I want to give you actually a little challenge. I want you in your own business to pick one, if you're an overachiever, maybe 2 or 3 tasks that drain you that you're doing on a regular basis, and use our prompts to have AI do that for you. And then let us know in our Facebook group. We'll have the description or the link in the description. Let us know in our Facebook group what AI has been the most helpful for you. And if there's something I missed that, I always want to learn more. So if you're like, Jesse, man, you got to be doing X, Y, and Z, like, please tell me because I want to implement it in my business. So your challenge is to take a couple of these, implement them in your own, post it in our Facebook group. And yeah, if you want the prompts, we will shoot those over 614-368-7391. Even if you're watching the replay 2 years from now, go ahead and shoot us a text and we'll send that over to you. So very cool. We will see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.